Abraham ya omampanyi ye nana bebre so wadaworma otayechi nti ne etimi ye san nyuma nyina enti me bono baako ne dikan eye edwa eye fe wo West Africa hi nyina sa adwa ne bi ni ho e wo Kumasi ha kejetia market nana if you are yesi Tafo market yesi Asawasi market yesi Atonsu market edwankwa no na eba hospital yeshase esi Sewa hospital Afari military hospital Formina hospital Bekwai hospital nina ewa Santimemu ha oba akwanya Asawasi town roads Swami town roads Tafo town roads Kenya Sea roads High School Junction to Janasi roads Bomso to High School road Kote to Aiduasi to Campus roads Emena to Bwedi Apromasi to Ejiso Bonre Junction to Bonre road Aprede to Parkoso Tikromba road to Antwa roads Bekwai town roads New Edibiasi town roads Bonfa Junction to Isiwa road Bekwai to Isiwa road Kumau to Drombonsu road Tepamanfo to Subriso to Fanti road Enu Akwankwa F9 ye ewo Asante Maimo ha
Otumfo no brebo mu ni se akwan no de bibiri ama contractors eno de number no de enka me fa se enka ya nenso no sika 70 no aban etimi ntua interim payment certificate no dogo na every bank so o mu ni site they say o kan bra na say o de ama contract na ye den di abana na sabi ye ne o kan ye borno an so benye sika no masan aba site na ve bi kofa anwa konta e ko dwe mo man so kwanta we call crasa previous and best mitras so be tele final asaya fana enye fe enso ke hono ye di ama contractor red shop wo ye free of wasi abagantando abisi manso kwanta na ko dia ba bisi anyan kwanta over 240 million US dollars project the nam say payment no e ko o sha si free of wasi abagantando eduma no enkoso yi papa enti akwan le otumfo ye wo ha until saban bit metri contractors local your big problem edru ba bia na me akra me am ho ye me mobo because I dey scanning you butu me wan so fisie yetimi ye kwan ya nke bagwa kame so metina so ye ni nyina wi ada chi me na mo a me free so na mo kwa betima ka se ye kwan we na me ka ho ye kwan we ya me breso so ne ma no bebrebe no ohia se no next ka se no ama bebre ya ka ne hu ai me na bo pata hi si ya no mani ye because the town Anwumre ma memo adwena memo akwaba na megide se wapom ye papa se de nyankopɔ adome so mapom eye ne akwakoye Valentine ni se ne wukara de batum se nkrofo okromu a nkrofo a madwin se Valentine we omoma ne nko but the most important thing is say nipa dodo se no wati wa cho chocolate because Ghana de I say a national chocolate day enti ene se wunim se wuntimi nto chocolate emfa nkoma obi abomoden say obetima to chocolate say your colleagues say your girlfriend say your wife say your ma say obia chocolate yes change chocolate instead of condom ade beboa but in case you when as abro so dia use the condom say there be ya bibi boni bia ensi akire Amanyosem dwumadi fi sabre kwesi no ba ko bebo no Ghana honkomo ene yesinkunya ye ba bedie na dwumadi oso ka ho be enti obetimi do adwenkyere na siso aba WhatsApp number na da screen so on ye odia ode siso ba be kenkan na ye de ama bre no so amebia homa na tum na nso atimi akyerɛ wadwo won komo twetwe a yɛbɛtwetwe ene ɛho yɛda so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ensensem no mu ene nso so ɔmanpe na nado ayɛ nsakraeɛ wɔ namamu mu yɛbɛdi saa nsɛm no nyinaa ho nkɔmmɔ ne abisa the necessary questions a ɛwɔ ho na yɛnso yɛafa adwen saa nso ɛna meka ho sɛ wohwɛ live Original TV ne social media handles na Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Original TV Ghana betimi afolo hɔ sama yi saa nso na akɔ ɛyɛ Huntor TV GH hɔ nso so wobɛtimi afolo hɔ ama atumi ayɛyie na bibia akɔso ɛde ama ona ɛna yɛni nkɔmmɔ kakra yɛnhwɛ ɔmampani na nado ɛyɛ na soafo nsakraya na aba mu nsakraya waye enti 2024 MPP ankasa kura charge sɛ ɔmo call for ɛyɛ reshuffle for the past 3 years nie ɛna NPP mabunu grassroots ɔmo border rosa or reshuffle general secretary ɔmo so yenya reshuffle na ebo na nya ba bedu na de ɔmampani ne yɛ reshuffle no ɛde aba 10 months to ɛyɛ December 7th election enti siso bagre enkramantem ha se a na nkɔsoafo a ɔwa ha ɛyɛ Henry Cote sisi yi no yɛ the honorable Titus Glover ɛyɛ former MP Tema East ɔno ana yɛde no aba ɔba bɛyɛ enkramantem ɛyɛ soafo na yeyi honorable Henry Cote no yɛ the honorable Henry Cote akɔ interior ministry aso yɛ hwɛ Amanyosem so ɛna minister wɔ hɔ no ɛyɛ Ambrose Derry yeyi no nti minu ka say Ambrose Derry dey ɔyɛ out of a government though say or that so ɛyɛ MP but ɛyɛ ne position as a minister ne dey ade a echo yɛkɔ finance ministry MPP majority in parliament demonstration hodo mo yɛ demand sɛ ɔmampani na nado emfire kenofuriata way back to 2022 no afedi ɔmampani so ayɛ nsakraye enti yɛde Dr. Mohammed Adam Amin Anta ɔno ɛna sisi wabɛyɛ finance minister ɛna kenofuriata yɛyi ne ɛde afiro nyanya ne kyerɛ sɛ kenofuriata is going to be the senior financial advisor or policy advisor ba no ye financial market ne ho nkro ba investment on be advisor sa position nkro bi hu se e won anim class ministry no enti that's kind of reata na your minister of information akojo oponkroma enso so ye na free minister of information ene de ye Fatimatu Abubakar ise ono ene kwakoye minister for ye information so afọ behwe ye amanebo ensem eso yeyi wona bukojo ponkroma efi honom no yade ne ko asoye hwe adan ne eye adan human adansie ensem so works and housing ministry ona de wona bukojo ponkroma ko ena onimonyamfo ano ye mrache bedwani ewo ho oye osoafo ewo Francis Asenso Boache ono omampani eyi no omampani ya Asenso Boache edi free works and housing no wode na ababehye roads and highways Ministry of Roads and Highways ho ena yede no ababehye ena osoafo na hwe adan oye akwan ne akwantempo ensem so kwasi amoako ata ono so ade aya ho no atese yi no ede na afrim yakọ Ministry of Health apomuden aso yeso a also sakra ba Dr. Okoboy yeyi na free National Health Insurance Scheme as a CEO ena de na akọ Ministry of Health aso ye hwe apomuden ensem so ena onumunyamfo Kwaku Adjuma Manu former minister cancer former minister on a castle a bra or sport in the na na adwen odwena na ensi so enti emi say e bra basa fe obetimi akofie no akodwen no ho enti omampani eyi na so far Ambrose Derry ekọ sanso na kwasi amoakwata esco na afei Kwaku Adjuma Manu enso so ekọ yeba Ministry of Gender sisi e da ko a Newman ono ena kwakoye osoafo behwe mane emofra ne kwankra ye die nsem so ena yeyi Zuela Lariba yeyi na firo so ono de oba yakra wanche because mami be ye ministry ebra Saraju Asafo eboko as a minister for gender ye be ma ona bo sisira branda pa ena behwe akira fo mu se ye ena de mami ba ho wanche kra ena se yeyi na ye de Dako a Newman ede na ko Ministry of Gender ono so ede no na ye ko sanitation so sanitation ho de omampani ayen sakra omampani ayeni sanitation ho so sisira branda pa ona bo sisira branda pa issue ba o resign ye no nipa omampani de asoye ne ma no Frida Prempe a chese Frida Prempe ba ye no e be ka se ba busumi nsiamu ani and even less than 6 months she has been kicked out. Omampani yi na firi ho Lydia Hassan and Emra Shibedwani mo manfo mu ayawa so Wagon or no man penina kwa hye so onyo soafo a obehwe eye ahunidie ene nsuo nsem so sanitation and water resources ye call eye ministry of air tourism aswe ya ehwe eye ahoje ensem so a ana sense ahwe ensem so a omampeni eye osoafo a oho edi omampeni nipo omampeni do Dr. Mohammed Awawa ina firi ho ana ode onumanyamfo Andrew Ajapa Maisa enso so ade na akwakohyemu na se ensakraya omampeni atimi aye ewo ye na mamumu eno no ti so far aye ministers a omalusu jobs aye 1 aye Mohammed Awa 2 aye Frida Prempe 3 aye Zuela Lariba 4 aye Kwakwa Ajima Manu 5 aye Kwesi Amwako Ata ena afi hwabiem asa yeah kano furiata nti betima ka se nipa 6 afi 7 ena omo ayulusu job as a minister sa wampeni reshafo no de bae no na na bibia homa no tuma na me hu so adwenkyere reshafo no a omampeni de bae ne sen ena wososo ogi no de efa but before that no metra se no yanko Dr. Mohammed Bawumia nanu Dr. Mohammed Bawumia nsem okan ni nyina no say every Monday ni banyina obobiso de akyerew Dr. Mohammed Bawumia kyerese oba aban mu no omoye ne se wono no nkɔhwɛ digitalization so na ye governor of the Bank of Ghana Addison enhwɛ stabilize city no na Ken Ofurata enhwɛ fiscal policy ene honkro no bantu ono ne de according to Dr. Mohammed Bawumia also ono na dwuma oye ne de digitalization enura de breast sickle cells for good for oil policy say Bank of Ghana beto good ni nyina one district one agenda 111 eye ninsanu adwuma afisi so one constituency ambulance ni nyina no according to Dr. Mohammed Bawumia or say eye ninsanu adwuma but yenhwe Dr. Mohammed Bawumia let me take you to memory yenhwe Dr. Mohammed Bawumia emre bi atwam ono ankasa ne dwumadi ahodo bi ana Dr. Mohammed Bawumia edi until said Dr. Mohammed Bawumia ebeba mu no na ye nyina nim said Dr. Mohammed Bawumia de ne de economy ye kase kasemu a eno nkuntabo because in the lectures our year from 2008 2012 visit 2016 nyina no Dr. Mohammed Bawumia anye lecture bia on digitalization the lectures o ye nyina no na is about economy enti Ghana for the ye nim Dr. Mohammed Bawumia say a economist and President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and so obeba mu no wasi die nti okofa Dr. Mohammed Bawumia se omra ne se omebra no Ghana sikasam entoto yie esan se omampeni Akufo peso otumi ye enti nim Dr. Mohammed Bawumia se oye economist enye just economist and as a vice president or no any as appointing as a head of economic management team me no kase odasukuta sa position na yenhwe Dr. Mohammed Bawumia because Ghana for say Dr. Mohammed Bawumia is trying to run away from the position as economist now to a IT expert. We one of the Dr. Mohammed Bawumia lectures are in 2016 May and Dr. Mohammed Bawumia sa lecture we. Now one thing I was a politician say say and internet any social media no ade nya to ho no mu a ubetimi akwadelete ba before cry by delete no be a screenshot dada enti we ene about kwebetomo social media afi internet no so da ho and this is one of Dr. Mohammed Bawumia so as you can see Dr. Mohammed Bawumia a brand new presentation we May 2016 to ba Dr. Mohammed Bawumia any data now or analysis no or say dollar value of government borrowings 2009 to May 2016 enti or share 973 say dollar no ahoden anafe aban bosia hodo a wabo okofa fi 2009 ebesi May bosome 2016 ana Dr. Mohammed Bawumia edi data we ebai enti black akrabati manage oba ha wasi total debt chese ye ka ye de higher additional debt ka ye de be kan ho na exchange rate sabia na ye sidi na ho odin sitie ana has ye additional debt in dollars and so said na esitie enti Dr. Mohammed Bawumia data na nkasa no o kirem say as 2008 amampeni Akufo fra ba mu no mampeni Akufo MPP aban eja public debt e ka na de 9.5 billion Ghana cedis my analysis we anti me sure say obekan na 2009 Professor Mills ebaye afi ba ko edi nkan no ye public debt no raise or economy from 9.5 billion to 13.2 billion. Dr. Muhammad Bomedi that say 2009 added 3.7 billion Ghana cedis to a public debt. And now afi what the dollar more na say a $2.61 billion. When it comes to exchange rate, as of 2009, now exchange rate no 1 Ghana cedis 42 pesos. 1 Ghana cedis 42 pesos as of 2009. Then 2010 your public debt could do 17.3 billion. And also additional data which is 4.1 billion Ghana cedis. At that time, as of 2010, now your exchange rate per dollar now be here 1 Ghana cedis 47 pesos. Now for your public debt in the in American dollars so now a 2.79 billion. Okay, 2011 under Professor Mills. 2011 under Professor Mills. Your public debt at that time, near public debt 26.1 billion Ghana cedis. To 2011, public debt at 8.8 billion Ghana cedis. As of 2011, now exchange rate now ube here 1 Ghana cedis 50 pesos. Now when you $1. According to data Dr. Muhammad Bawumia I present here in 2016 May. Then 2012, your public debt could do 37.7 billion Ghana cedis. Additionally, the other count 11.6 billion Ghana cedis. Your exchange rate as of 2012, as of 2012, now a 1 Ghana cedis 88 pesos. As of 2012, now per dollar, $1, ube here 1 Ghana cedis 88 pesos. Then 2013 under John Dramani Mahama. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia kasa de nankasa kata wa hase ntino. Unhwe de hu but ebi wa ha. 2013 your public debt no could do 49.9 billion Ghana cedis. The other count 12.2 billion Ghana cedis. As of 2012, na a dollar, you see it to dollar no, 2 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. 2 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. As of 2014, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia onwande tano ate but ohwe onwan kasa ne nsem oka wa hase yemfa calculator na yemmo yebose pa yebehu eye ensakraya efri mu baaye because wa kire e wa hase se eye 49.9 eye billion and ye de eye 26 so 49.9 plus 26.2 26.2 it means as of 2014 your public debt no could do 76.1 billion Ghana cedis. At that time as of 2014 now your exchange rate will be here dollar now be here 3 Ghana cedis 20 pesos to get $1. Okay, then 2015 and then the Dr. Muhammad Bawumia figure no and show cry but over exchange rate no any the as of 2015 now your dollar cedi to dollar no 3.8. Then according to Dr. Muhammad Bawumia on one kasa ni data a year or present here no Dr. Muhammad Bawumia say as of 2016 May any to ba as of 2016 May now your exchange rate no 3 Ghana cedis 90 pesos and now per dollar now we be here 3 Ghana cedis 90 pesos to get $1. But by the time NDC for Efrabem in 2017, now exchange rate now be here 4 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. But as at May 2016, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia we say no. Sa and the Dr. Muhammad Bawumia figure no ankasa NDA. And to far obi to say John Dramani Mahama. Again, yemfa a calculator bium na yamo baby awubia. Ofa said the Mahama manage dollar no. So Mahama shall say from 2012 and crime pastor Professor Mills in yemfa Mahama no from 2013 to 2016. Okay, so Mahama manage a year exchange rate. no from 2.2 to 3.9 as at May 2016. So until Mahama 3.9 minus 2.2. It means CD no ahoden from 2012 ABC 2016 May no CD no depreciate under Mahama 1 Ghana cedis 70 pesos. In 3 years no 1 Ghana cedis 70 pesos. But ofa no baby Mahama di giants we free abem no a which is 4.2 and 4.2 minus baby Mahama a fire no which is 2.2 ebema o say 2 and ofa Mahama 4 years obedi ye no a from 2013 to 2016 we free abem no CD ni depreciate by 2 Ghana cedis under John Dramani Mahama. Now Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia as 2022 December sabre na ye CD no emi say Ghana for nyina mani tua ekoya kokudu 16. So what we are going to do from Ochina ekone say ye the Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ankasa so ono as a head of economic management team said ye ono so inherit CD no any say the CD ni say depreciate ye no ye be di hu nkomo enti according to Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia data de buy no Mahama 4 years no CD ni depreciate only 2 Ghana cedis. But far from a year Professor Mills time ABC Mahama left a year CD exchange rate no at 4.2 and awoja Professor Mills inherited as a 2009 inherited 1 Ghana cedis 42 pesos, so minus 1.42. Okay, so in NDC from Professor Mills 2009 to 2016 CD no depreciate by 2 Ghana cedis 78 pesos. 2 Ghana cedis 78 pesos. In 8 years no CD no depreciate by 2 Ghana cedis 78 pesos. Then me know kasa se as 2024 ene ye Valentine's Day 14 February 2024. Ene ye dollar no saying 12 Ghana cedis. 12 Ghana cedis. And it's a okofa Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, we simple calculation. 12.0 minus baby Mahama Edijai, which is 4.2, it means 7 Ghana cedis 80 pesos. 7 Ghana cedis 80 pesos. So Mahama any Professor Mills 8 years no CD need depreciate by 2 Ghana cedis 70 pesos under Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia as a head of economic management team for the past 7 years. Because afi nyambu mfimfi no mfimfi ntefa na 7 years no CD no depreciate 7 Ghana cedis 8 pesos. Now Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia is telling us and I said that no catch say ono no manage CD no better than John Dramani Mahama and Professor Mills. Meanwhile Mahama to Professor Mills no CD no depreciate only 2 Ghana cedis. Ofa Mahama under Mahama CD depreciate only 1 Ghana cedis 78 pesos. But Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia for the past 7 years, CD now who are conform by 7 Ghana cedis 80 pesos. So who is the best manager of the CD? Mahama na onye economist or a communication expert. The late Emisata was 170 questions in the man no or economist. Omubia Mahama head of economic management team for 4 years from 2009 to 2012. Emisata from 2012 to 2016. Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia has been the longest serving head of economic management team because since 2017 MPP taking over now, Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia is still the head of economic management team. So all this CD depreciation and everything Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and an abobuano pay. So in the coming days, Makacho say a better day because 2024 election no a data any day call data nkwa any day call is the alpha way and one for way and one boom. Said the beya me yeni aye kwa akoto aba no ye kodu santim ne ekoto aba ye kono ye nim de obi amodem ba oboye de obi ye ye de obi anye ni ye ni akwakoto aba. So if you decide say okay say kwabena ne ba wanye ni ye metum aba ma no a you should be aware the consequences da honem ko ba se ochina be ba kwakoto aba na aba metu e na mekoto aba bone dabi ene de gauta ganyama said you betua ne no na benya so pepepe mame mi ahoma ntum na frɛ na kyerɛ wadwo pacho betimi afrɛ number no mo fa number no to screen so mame na etiefo na hwefo so emfrɛ nkyerɛ ma adwen ansa na bedwafo adwomadwa me ato asme pacho sɛ wo frɛ ne e fa call na wo 1 minute 1 minute no bo odin na wa kyerɛ ba bia wo frɛ fi na wakasa ba first na ba ye ne sɛ wo TV no be lower wo TV set no volume no wo be lower no wakase wo tie wo ne e wo TV ni mu a ebe ma ye feedback eba sa ye ntimi ma wo nyina so e wo se ye drop your call no na fo bi foforo nti pa cho frɛ ne e fa se pa no wa lower wo TV set no ni atwem komo no e wo phone no so wo bo odin ba bia wo kasa free na afi 1 minute wa kyerɛ wadwe se Ghana ni hello caller
hello
openi pa cho din ba bia kasa fi
me di Jacob nga sanga chama
me pa che to openi Jacob
sama Huntor
openi
ya o no mapa
okay wo social media
ya mi pa free o kwa Accra FM program mo ya nyina mi ti mu pa
me da so social media wo Facebook
da bi aga mi nyam bobi no ma kan ya pa
okay
oni bobi
so wo social media dey anke to because me ntimi mfa me number ma o live say enti
ma kan fa me no ma na wa tese ama me
on say ye ha no obi fra enya afi ne ebe yes na ebe ma wa kwa na ma nko onya fra ne e fa o say pe straight ye do ba studio enti me ameti ai o number o de fa ni minim yes me pon ansa na mako producers ne be you number no e de ama menti ma yam pon na me hwe de betumi ai
me pa che pa here me no ma na o yi no na
okay e da pa cho so betumi afre abekere wadwe wo frɛ ne fa lower your TV set yen kasa e wo ye ofon no so wo 1 minute so obekere wadwe hello caller
je Huntor
openi pacho din ba bia kasa fi
nyamia sunje nkawo
enka wo so openi pacho din ba bia kasa fi
ye frɛ mi Ibrahim Misrafi Damfa
pacho nti openi Ibrahim
ya si aye wo mo no etikasi wi agi o se agi ni nyebe o se sia o bagi wi ye no o se agi ni bubu se se na agi ni yebe na brabo ni ti wo wa zante fo wo de ni ko ton to ma ba ko a o si ni die no si na mo chem no ni die na ye papa but wo die ni die nye papa ya se no utu amana ma obi no wono se wuso da chi ye betu bia ma wo wanga ka betu amana na wa to ne mo nti wonya ahwedie aso na oba oso ya musen mi hu musuna wo tantro sa ada bye bye
yeah that's Ira Ibrahim Jacob right okay that's it pacho so betimi afre abekere wadwe number na that screen is here there hello caller
good morning
good evening opinion pacho din ba bia kasa fi
ba salu Huntor
pacho din ba bia kasa fi
Free Katamansu number 1. It's James.
Okay, James in Pachentiu.
Pacho program no manage who Ukasa me but MPP for no program no so person control my mom I chance no yama NDP for some kasa me because friends baonya de obeda dae ye ni de oye na yate enya de betu abama no nti mu amoye media for no no se mu se shade no mu ko MPP for mu to no mu kasa che no mu so ma jamu no mu keke gum sa abra o mu nyina entro nti ya mu hwe na control mu de yetru no appoint mo se masa we enye tru eya oba joma ma ite ade abra enya no kre nti aho no ya mi tia na makuma eya mi ya ya control mu okay
okay yeah that's papa pacho ba 1 minute na wachre wadwen pacho so betimi afre wo frɛ ne fa lower your TV set no ni nkomo hello
Huntor
openi pacho din ba bia kasa fi
Alhaji Teshi
Alhaji pacho yentio
Emo Juma
adwuma da ase
no two issue Maminka bomia dia na membari sta for don bomia say we mate on to so no mate said the mate adwuma te pia se passenger dia obehu no kan mo dia na tese mate and it in a kind of but one the boka no say pass stop ana on the boka no man the driver na bo pay I'm a passenger na agent mate na die do no I'm a passenger no abet na driver na die one do tie do mu keke enti ile no ewo ka no mo no bomia ECG VAT no bomia ene di wura mu tactic no abon ni na bomia ene load start tactics no edu good trotto no mu e mai enti when kada asama o kan kura so ye meet no kura asen asem because passengers ne go case no mu na meet no ene load mu di go card no ene second bomia ebe Huntor yi shafo a o ma ye me tebia meet you.
Okay, yada se eja Alaji mi se time no aso. Pacho obi e wo so. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening Openika. Pacho di ba bia kasa fi. Wo 1 minute.
Yes, let me abolo. Bet me afeni mi se common sense.
Ona bu abolo wo 1 minute enti o.
Aigbe mafia reshuffle no pese mi kan ho asem kakra.
Okay.
Me say prime minister no etimi aboa omampanya mana ye reshuffle. Ono bi se oye obi a yakoto abati awa na otimi ni firo. Bebe bi oye ya eye mide pa na ye amwankwata awe yi na fi iwesu. Ono ka say you should hurry up, you should come, hurry up. Omampanya we say omo boni kemoforiata. The greater Accra that was drove our banner a record to show our core interior and but Huntor vice president in the economics were Ghana for but the teacher or client okay say Samayeka regularization of Okada no can say of the man Okada for the cars.
Yeah, car betimi da motor betimi da koso apia de car.
And yes, but one to our said because of commercial cars go ready, petrol, diesel, any petrol of the cars. Ediaba. As a difference of the cars now, I bet it's a commercial cars and government, I lolo, and STC, and I met no mass, no about the can electric cars and Papa know your truthful, who talk the year.
Okay, Honorable Abolo, yada seba memfa last caller na fe yemra studio. Pacho last caller so ba 1 minute. So be chere wadwe na reshuffle na fe Dr. Baomia. Hello caller. Hello friend for wa huma no so pacho timinka. Eme se wan timinka na huma na tiato. Metimi asa free bi me twen last caller. Na fe yaba studio ni abeto ankomo no so pacho friend ye fa no alowa o TV set no 1 minute so be kire wadwen ubo odi ni babia kasa fia na fe wato aso reshuffle mampina yen sakraye e wona ban mu sanso so ana Dr. Muhammad Baomia na niswadi hunu ene ne modern ba wabo ade a kire Ghana for the past 6-7 years yediko 8 years no so je wo kafa hono so betimi a kire wadwen e ho amanenti na amane screen so na ye wodia wo friend ye fa no alowa o TV set no na fe ya twetwe enkomo 1 minute boarding ene ba bia o kasa free na fe wadwenkyere ne esiso. Okay, so bia my dear my member studio na yentoa enkomo no so e wa ha sei ba ansera mekono ene eye Valentine no ene mi fiura chairman David Botey or Germany Hanover ene your birthday chairman no thank you for Valentino no thank you for Valentino because your Valentine's Day you know say for Valentino na birthday happy birthday Mr. Edward Nyankopɔ so mo ahoden na de odo nsabe som nyina so enye yie amen abusiafo yemra fie na me no ka sei Honorable Emmanuel Aloti aginedwa ewa hase sanso na say chief and the king of document ene oba ho se Ukraine na we the Dr. Mahmoud Bamia speech na okay. We Ministry and Highways okay majo my so printing na and we the budget statement on economic policy internal a lot of document and a Benghazi and so at the Aba last week went to me and that's what baso I lit 150 theater. 150 theater. Yeah. So anyway, I was here but me try me Huntor just quick one. Yeah, you the NT Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bite in the back community and sabi na fe me and 50% me man and 50 no call from 9 and NT Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye bite ni bi na fe embrace ya.
If as my prospective employer you ask me the question, so Dr. Bawumia, you want to be president of Ghana, can you tell us what you did for Ghana in your capacity as vice president? I will say in response that I have, with the support of the president, I've had the honor and the privilege to be given the opportunity to initiate, champion, or oversee many problem-solving policy initiatives. Many of these include many of the digitalization initiatives that I have just discussed, the no guarantor student loans with a Ghana card, one constituency, one ambulance, zipline drones, Agenda 111, the Sino-Hydro Barter Agreement, provision of hydroxyurea for sickle cell patients, Zongo Development Fund, the Bank of Ghana Gold Purchase Program, the Gold for Oil Policy, abolishing the filling of vacation cards, Go Right Taxi Service, the system to tackle ghost names on the public payroll, and many more. It is important, ladies and gentlemen, to note that many of the transformational policy initiatives that we have introduced since 2017 are being done for the first time since independence. What is interesting is that because many of them have not been done before, many people who think in terms of impossibility argue that they were not possible, but we have made them possible. As vice president, I am like a driver's mate. But by the grace of God, if you make me the president, I will be in the driver's seat with constitutional. I will be in the driver's seat with constitutionally mandated authority to pursue my vision and my priorities. In the area of macroeconomic stability, a major goal of my government would be to attain and sustain macroeconomic stability with low inflation, low interest rates, exchange rate stability, and low budget deficits. In terms of prudently managing our expenditures, to reduce the budget deficit and interest rates, my government will enhance fiscal...
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Mino Kasempenyo Fajo Majwa, Yenua Benghazi, a National Communication Team member, the ruling party, NPP. Honorable Emmanuel Aluti, a parliamentary candidate, ma NDC, ma enya Sotium Abatum Pesuya, SO, and SP, citizen, and net Wantumi Amekaya and Sa, and you may not pay a Valentine. In him said, Ubina 20 and dia. Ato akotia baby amane nan afichiri ntimi ka se nan ahono nti wontimi drive kra no apia bonten na akoba se obekọ baby akosa no nkonkosa na ato so okoye hwehwemu se me ye sure pass Valentine obi na ato atia because nkene o senka opie na so o 90 obeka fie you should speedy recovery hopefully next week ye be share penyefo mama kwaba Apomi ya there. Last week, it all the sim.
The New Patriotic Party. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Bold solutions for Ghana. Namia Roma as elected as President of the Republic. Come she said in November 7 or December 7, I think say Electoral Commission and making but or the news were dear who person the boy on my Ghana to or UPSC auditorium. Na no na yin na ye ko board on e ko kutie you could say you just some papa for o share and your ma wo na ni so na obabedi o ma pani e wo Ghana hanoma e beboa near any woman say the one statement in now so far on moji to man vice president to say and no ma en sheda any ye precope you when you so say and no ma ye bi egu akwan no betumi aboa ma Ghana fan in time pefra tiano na e ma mentumi amba na tiefo ani ahwefo a omo hwen Wednesday bi amfa nche
Baba so dey no aba
document breakdown
Isaac free the guy Isaac Esiama Egypt former minister for youth and sports you call Cup of Nation ya ba ne dey near ona boalo
so we fact finding
sure
Sami
ala bakoba
yo me da se
apo me dey
na mi adomo nyame e dey ne so ache na mi adom nyina eti asenti asida na yede ma enwumre na me hono nso nyame adom me ni mi party mpayimfo ebo ejuma gidigidi e wanya asotum na se wa oni nemo na esi wanya asotum no de bia me kan na Benghazi say o man kasa party no mkukuru MP no e ni hwe form omo wie no nso man fancy o omo MC so mpamo no because omo hu nemo na e koso e wo grounds no o man change two strikers na goes in there most some people eja coffee and me adom bia ejuma ma me fa konya we enda this pain for nyina e wanya so otum na menchia obi biara oti anya so otum nyumre mechi obi a nyame enkoso anka yen na on shayen na me san welcome me amenyu Benghazi o see last week no na muko meeting bi ma me feel say bia ewura ba o mi akasa wie no afena yachi omo ahye dem a eja ye ma mo take beat how to because o hwe nsema ba o mi aka no sebi wan kasa krafo enkoye and they cannot just live there.
I was expecting that though.
Oh,
she knew ma ya be bofe.
Oh, Debbie the academia civil society nya kan say o kana na no kra to mu nka eye and say afina ya release omo eja they are the mouthpiece of the government ya chiomo kojo bonkroma chiomo nyina hye dem chiomo se muko a munka ne se na ye boss ka ide sebi na ento aso nti munka ne se na eja yen policy ni o kan nje ne waba at least ya beti no
okay 5 minutes ye hwe major reaction in Ghana for responding to Benghazi who said DNT and I take your man so long after say MPP even national executive more than a year no more demanding for reshuffle but faith and man penny there but after so my do man bamuno any woman you my free mono we just suppose here the Ghana for expecting 5 minutes.
Okay. I think sir appropriate say make sure Huntor Minchia Minia Bar Claudia Lumo baby will be Amichiano you'll be shocked to say he's one of the few ministers on the show programming and he has over in time emphasized the way fact checks and then man it's not saying say we are entirely right, but the way I fact check it, the BI account and mark and the on Wednesday piano. Just say be a too quiet because it's a platform in Penophobic brain, no one any DH.
Well, my so I never for the field.
Mention Minia Alute so. Yeah. In fact, I think it was due. It was long overdue with the reshuffle. And I believe it started when the majority at the Betuga said most importantly now, what one of my clearly, me feel say I be about or your reshuffle.
Your capacity as Vice President, I will say in response that I have, with the support of the President, I've had the honor and the privilege to be given the opportunity to initiate, champion, or oversee many problem-solving policy initiatives. Many of these include many of the digitalization initiatives that I have just discussed, the no guarantor student loans with a Ghana card, one constituency, one ambulance, zip line drones, Agenda 111, the Sino-Hydro barter agreement, provision of hydroxyurea for sickle cell patients, Zongo Development Fund, the Bank of Ghana Gold Purchase Program, the Gold for Oil policy, abolishing the filling of embarkation cards, Go Ride taxi service, the system to tackle ghost names on the public payroll, and many more.
Okay, I have former fan chair, Missing technical issues, Kakra, but ya resolve it. Courtesy a technical team, any Juma. Honorable Bengazi, no one who was Samsona. Yes, what time and maybe 2 minutes back.
Right, the majority caucus in Parliament. He was the finance minister. And in my opinion, the finance minister has been brilliant in aspect of the dealings. Share your major policy our manifesto was the free SHS. And as a finance minister, in any way you are supposed to find and make sure we get funding for that policy. And clearly, you do 1 year and we deliver. We share before COVID the kind of growth on the economy now. It was worth commended. In 2016, we had a GDP growth of 3.9. During our first term, 2017 to 2020 in Kwano, we grew the economy from 3.9 to 5.3. And sana COVID and then a global slowdown. And we all know, and what has been remarkable, and say even after COVID, we are seeing significant growth led by Iraq Kenufuriata. Huntor, can you believe, sir, Joe Biden is one of the best presidents in the U.S. right now?
Really?
Yes, I'm telling you this.
And
critically, if you wouldn't want to argue, or share or more economy, rebound, and medical for all policy, or the aba, and inflation, kappa, or the aba to deal with inflation here there for the very first time, or more movida. I didn't even know. I was thinking all this while Donald Trump was even better than Joe Biden. But I looked at the statistics. You see, one of the things we as young men, we need to appreciate and say, we need to do a lot of research to find out, say, okay, apart from politics, say, obi betum futuro, egu obi ani, say, oh, we dear omboshi, we dear onya dear, we nyeshe no. What can you find out for yourself? What can you find out for yourself? And me, majority caucus now, 1 year and come kick out finance minister and maybe no money happening. In any way, finance minister has been tremendous. There has been 1 or 2 things that he was trying to correct in here. And in fact, we must commend him. And then Obia Okase, finance minister had to go. I believe they will be happy. And the president has done that for them. With the others, I feel they have time in this 10 months or 9 months to elections. I don't think we are going to feel their impact. As a minister of state, what impact are you going to bring? Is it a policy direction, or what are you going to do? Do you have another vision for the ministry and answer there? Okay. I mean, to me, as an MPP member, I'm saying it came too late, but obviously, I believe someone more Mabano would definitely contribute to quota. One of the key ones that I'm interested in was Honorable Fatima Abubakar as Formation Minister designate. I believe Sanoya Deputy Minister, and she performed very well, and God has been able to raise her to such a higher height. Kojo Ponkroma is a fine minister. I think he did brilliant, with Information Ministry Honum. With Works and Housing, I do not really know if it has to do with contract now, because he is a lawyer, and any contract whatsoever, no, I believe, sir, he is credible enough to handle those situations. Okay. Apart from that, all other ministers, Ejapa going to tourism was another thing, but I believe as a lawyer, he would also, keen, he would perform. And I commend the president for this reshuffle, but I believe, sir, all of them would definitely play their role. Another one has to do with Titus Glover as Greater Accra Regional Minister. And also in the right call up.
What about Harry Cote?
Interior. Yeah, I saw no Honum first. Your first time you buy, he was a deputy for Interior. And he going back, I believe, sir, he was exceptional when he became the regional minister with the Clean Accra project. And I believe, sir, he has his own vision for the Ministry of Interior. And then at the end of the day, he's going to, supervise. Most importantly, has to do with the election. The Interior Minister, the mandate clearly a Boapa has to do with the election. If there's going to be any peaceful election, he's a major contributor, and we must not take that away from him.
Okay, all right. Honorable, reshuffle.
I'm say Ushe MPP structure nipa General Secretary no. If anything, is it Justin?
Justin Kudia.
Yeah, JFK.
A powerful chamber of me. Because on no car and I reshuffle about. And I be a powerful chamber of me. Okay, about this VAT on ECG. And I quickly we feel. According to Bahomia, no Kasa, in fact. And they are very serious. Anyway, that's just by the way. Reshuffling, no. Sena menu Benghazi cry or Dom MPP party, I'll come and we say there's nothing they can do. No. Meaning it's waste of our time. From his own words, no, what are they coming to do within these few months? We have an injury time players. How they mobile? They need between 5 to 6 months to settle in the ministry. How they can make proper contribution, because you minister, you are a policy implementer, and maybe I will say if you don't know much about the ministry, no, you need to learn a lot from the chief directors and the technical people in that ministry. So what have you done? Much ado about nothing. Or we still 7 years now. I come 9 months of coffee, no. Then you bring all these players to come and do what? There's nothing new. Oshe, particularly Ministry of Finance, for instance, no. The BID can refer to Ashekra, is even more powerful than the Minister of Finance, because he now is a senior government advisor on economic policy. And he simply put, no, near beer or whatever Dr. Aminanta Bekano and Apostle it must come from Kenoforiata, because he's the president's senior advisor on economic policy. And what have they done? When you number 8 and number 9, you just swap them. Makunkoa. The value will be the same. The only thing, only good thing I've seen about this reshuffle is Ushumupa Sami, they are new young ones, ya push you to get into the political arena. I want to say, politics, no matter how long you stay on the campus of Legon, political science department, no matter how many books you read, you need the practical experience on the field. Because the actual book in the developed world, particularly about the ancient Greek, almost started democracy. And most of the things are ideal situation, are being insider. And no matter how long you read all those books, you have to come on the ground and practice. And he said, yeah, pushing young ones, to to the arena to learn. I think it's a good thing. That is one of the good things, I mean, because most of the young ones here pushing the same. Some of them were my roommates, some were my year mates at Legon. A book crowd, we crave with Jumaka of fidelity. It's a good thing. Obi to say a Kwasifa, for instance, Mekai 2017, I made a master's program in economic policy management. Now, we need to create that class with the other big guys. I hear her course, no. And this is a Ministry of Local Government, you know. It's a good thing. He's going to learn. By the time we wait 10 months, you know, at least it's quite something. Like I said, no matter how long you stay at the political science department, no matter how many books you read, no, you need a practical experience, I mean, in the field to be able to move. It's a good thing. We share, Obi say, Collins Admako, Mensa, for instance. Is it Kwabre East also MP? Or no, so we need Jumaka cry or fidelity, I remember very well. And I'm in United and Commonwealth. Or no, is a young man, you are pushing into the Ministry of Energy. I believe that with time he will learn. Meaning they are creating some room for their party folks to the extent that say paying for new. That's also more retirement. And as a from they have the young ones who take on the party in case they come to power in the distant future. It's a good thing. Obi to say Martina James Akosa, for instance, he happens to be my year mate and roommate at Legon 2005. Onosi saying he has been promoted to the full minister at the Ministry of Local Government. It's a good thing. Another young chap, I know him very well. He had 4 years at the university. He had, I think, 2 years in the same room in Commonwealth. And John they are building him for the future. It's a good thing. Those are the good things I mean, we say. Injury time. All the young players say about from the pressure on the field, from the difficulty playing on the field. Going to be a good park, so I stay the more show, so they can gather the first-hand experience. You know? Otherwise, I said there will be a change. I will Ghana for as a term there. No, I said send inflation. Either be either no. Send Ghana's economy. Send exchange rate ko ana eko. Send fuel price. Send Edrani bo Ghana for into these people will bring any change there. Sammy, no. The value is the same. The value is because the central point, you know, I leader no. Onu wadao. Onu kra kan say. Onu say ni ekos go Ghana no. A new leader will change the situation. Me bo ana wanka. Meaning say enyo no because he calls the shot. They are all working at the mercy and pleasure of the president. And the president chairs the cabinet. And also is the one that, you know, coordinates all the policies. Once the president leader and cry can say nothing will change except a new leader comes. No, I don't think anything new will come. Say Ghana for there will be some modicum of relief to Ghanaians. Debbie. Say Edrani boy ain't to be no. School fees are ain't to be tiano. Rent are ain't to be tiano. And all the gamut of challenges are the private sector is going through. Say the cost of production in Ghana is very high. No? Say this new and I say young ones a year promoting will bring some change within the 8 to 9 months. Debbie. All we need to do is that we should allow them. That's what democracy, you know, entails. Yeah, mama quite time I don't want 9 months, you know, or move for new juma. But the bottom line is say, Namia 7 December no. In some Empaka no coffee because Oma say Ghana. Ghana from so every. All
right. Benghazi, last week and then now Pepe now Honor Dr. Muhammad Bawumia H3 in the morning bar Wabo as vice president. Edin and this wedding huno etuja. 15 minutes saying ye tia ebeye se Ghana for ye di every ebeshe Dr. Muhammad Bawumia mo ni ato abama no ye to abama no emfaso de ben na Ghana ye benya ejuma ben na waye e wose ejina so to abama no 15 minutes.
Okay. Huntor Mesan so do wasibio. Well, with the visionary president, the flag bearer, vice president of the republic, sounds so a double as the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, no, Eddie Tujano. I believe, sir, it was was amazing. We share papa no nim dear any nani swade huna opese ode o man Ghana ekwo baby opese ni ekudru na. Then clearly you see say papa no you be a ese Ghana for ye de radiase. Ye bompire, ye bobi de ye de bano. And clearly me because of me nya kwan etu kwan kakra akotena obi man so kakra no. Near vice president, no, do edu to Ghana, a idea, a beboa on my Ghana. Look, oh, sir, now say I banina, oh, say, oh, bo, video be about toilet. Vice president, aqua commission toilet, Obekaya. Yeah. Was there so, oh, so, motabo soundbite,
not achievement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you know, sir, the toilet that he commissioned is one of the biggest things this government has done. In fact, maybe Obi Ebesre. Say, why was he touting himself? Say, Wakwa could be a toilet. And in essence, the former President Mahama was saying, say, social commissioning of toilet and all that. Look, Ghana Nibia, OTM and Umebia should go to Google. And if you go to UN, this is United Nations former website. Under the Sustainable Development Goal 6, there is a clear mandate for 193 countries. One because of open defecation, and Ghana was part of those countries. It was very important. Say, Oshe Nipa Nasitinemu any the way Otina. At least one of the most basic things is if you be a provision of toilet facility and a bathroom. But what Ghana Hanomono, and especially in sub-Saharan Africa, the data on these countries now, one any toilet facilities, in their countries, was remarkable. And you can look at, you can check them on United Nations.
Mahama didn't say it's a toilet in here, but the Mahama can say a district assembly.
No, look, it was even far beyond that. Because Huntor, if you look at the statistics now, you could clearly appreciate, say, under the Sustainable Development Goal 6, it was clearly becoming a nuisance, say, everybody, most in Africa, was having open defecation. And to let the vice president go there and commission such toilet was a huge thing. So for the United Nations commended him for such project.
So for the past 7 years, was say the biggest
No. I'm saying, sir.
That's what he said.
No, I'm saying, sir. When you play those sound bites, people feel like Bawumia is somebody. Why does he have to go and commission toilet? And in fact, toilet is nothing to. But if you look at the data, now we share statistics are a woman now. You will clearly know, sir, it is part of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 6 achieve. And in fact, we are not done. But Oba, led by him, there has been a significant increase in toilet facilities in various
So the toilet facilities is also initiated by Dr. Bawumia?
Yes.
But he didn't add his achievement.
No, I'm saying, sir, that what he outlined was his vision. I'm saying, sir, in time past, once almost sound bites now, people are saying, sir, why the toilet?
Yeah, but Dr. Bawumia kasa na no chere areas in Yamahodo awaye.
Oh, of course. That I'm here to go on. Until 15.
But what you say, this toilet is one.
Oh, of course. Okay. And anybody can run it out. It's a big deal. Look, if I tell you how much amount of money according to the construction of toilet for various homes and various communities under the United Nations goals, now you'll be shocked. And it's something that we don't have to joke about it. Because even along the beaches and all that, people were just open defecation and it wasn't good for our health. And the one that championed this cause was the vice president. And clearly we need to give him that achievement. Anybody can say, what is toilet and all that. But it's a major deal when you don't have toilet at home. And clearly, looking at the data and the statistics, you could clearly tell, say, Ghana, we were part of those 193 countries.
So, Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources. I'm
saying, say, he championed the cause. That means there had to be a provision of funding. Vice President, you can check. Under the United Nations, went in and partnered with some people
you see the AstroTurfs that.
So he championed the funding.
Yes, he championed.
Through
United Nations goals, no. Through United Nations goals, no.
Where did he get
the
the money from?
No, I'm saying, say.
Funding it from
the United Nations and other donors.
And Baumia championed it.
Yes, other donors. Even can you do you know Jack Chan is even part? Jack Chan, Messi, they were all
what
part.
What happened to one Ghana toilet and not Omusi, no? Okay. Ghana at 60. We said now government were building toilets across
the country.
A country.
Well, like
all those projects, Nina asked her, what happened?
Well, then I probably think we probably have to look into it. I can't really recall. But to do with substantive issue, no, Ubisam say then a president and a vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ayama Ghana for say yes, na yede to aba ede mano. Look, under the leadership of Yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I think he has been a brilliant vice president, if you ask me. And say, compare Dr. Bawumia with any other vice president, Abba, you could clearly see say he stands out. Look, Huntor, when former president John Dramani Mahama was a vice president to Yera Atamios, what did you clearly remember about him? Or the bar Ghana Hanoma, you can clearly state to say under the leadership no the buy. Yera Mahama. So is there any other thing?
Is it
I'm saying
judge,
no, that's what I'm saying. Because
vice president Najumani Anna Weswe Jumani, because you said vice president Obwa the president
constitutionally has no role.
So from Rawlings to Kufuor to Mills, he himself vice president today. Obwa a boss.
Good. That is what I'm saying. Say he serves as an auxiliary, right? There has been past vice president. And in any case, the scenario that we find ourselves in is very, very strange. For the very first time, we have an ex-president who is willing to come back, okay, in this 2024 election. And then we have another a vice president, and also a person him to the highest office. Look, Huntor, I am saying, say, if you project these two candidates now, Dr. Bawumia stands clearly. He clearly stands out. And I'll tell you why. Yeah? Okay. And then, if not for anything at all, Vice President, under his leadership, what was our medical drones here? On the supply blood. It's one of the most efficient, or who has led as Vice President, when leading on my medical drones are on the supply blood to all these rural communities. At the time, I heard this, a year bay, and it's a forecast. Ghana for no be say, oh, more accepted drones, no, or more Jaria, and Kofo, everybody show more led by your General Secretary. But now, this policy came out clearly, and it has delivered. Number two, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying, say, when given the mandate, and even let me go back to mobile money interoperability. Someone can see between switch. You will remember that. When Vice President, or the President, then President Mahama, said mobile money interoperability was going for a whooping $420 million. Say, we are just creating a platform so that people can send money from their bank and bank to their mobile phone. And former president said to create a platform was $420-something million. When Vice President Bawumia took over, we all know how much another company also took that same thing and reduced the cost for us, and we paid almost about 12 million Ghana cedis for that mobile money interoperability. No, look, and then Ghana for one it is statistically proven. Se mumwa efi abochire direct foreign investment ana a year ababeto yenkwa yesika mu Ghana hanom no over $1 billion no was from Momo transaction. Ghana for one abochire, and then you can sit at the comfort of your home and order food. You can sit at the comfort of your home and Uber will come and pick you. You can sit at the comfort of your home, and then you find out, say, you can go anywhere you want through digitalization. Yera, Vice President Eddie Ayede, Eddie Abba. There are so many things that he says too. You know, another major thing is say kind of say this same vice president under his able leadership, made sure, made sure say this agenda 111 hospitals here is, he's one of the main people or championing course, Clearly, you could see, so Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is somebody that has the future of this Ghana at heart. And I go on to say, the things that the man has outlined, clearly, in Kofo Binumaika say, Yera Bawumia has betrayed President Akufo-Addo. I don't see it like that. He is saying, so Benya Vishi now, he is going to abolish certain taxes.
And before I call taxes, the Bawumia ni the president no aye to abama no so there na waye for the past.
Oh yes, but we all know the president he has played a very instrumental role in helping the president execute his vision.
Yes, but say Bawumia say the Bawumia aye no watch one constituency, one ambulance, drone, toilet.
Yes.
Yeah, good for oil policy. Bank of Ghana beto good. Guarantor system or free for a student loan. Any sickle cell phone right, their mom digitalization.
Yeah.
So Bawumia and our championing in India. What has President Akufo-Addo also championed for the past 7 years?
You see, that's what I'm saying, sir. President, the BBA or Yebiano, Vice President is supported. Okay? President, we all know President, the bold initiative or the buy was a free SHS. And I'm not saying it's not Bawumia as no president. They all work hand in hand. But you see, there are other policies or no Vice President Bawumia has.
I understand.
Has
Per analysis, what
to help.
Policies are who do I believe the Dr. Bawumia.
All of these things. Yes, I don't know what
say one constituency, one ambulance, zip line drones, no guarantor student loan with Ghana card, Sino-Hydrobata agreement, Agenda 111 provision of hydrourea under NHIS for sickle cell patient, Zongo Development Fund, Bank of Ghana gold purchasing program, good for oil, abolition of filing, embarkment, blah, 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 at the airport, go ride, system to tackle ghost and many more. When you know, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a champion.
Right.
And I mean, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ye mate or no driver into a person man driver. So the driver no they can share in Sano or the lines where they can with the president. What has the president Akufo-Addo for the past 7 to 8 years? What has he also championed?
I'm saying, you don't run President Akufo-Addo as a separate being and then they work hand in hand. President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia led government,
yes, but we said champion.
Of
it
course,
means somebody took the initiative.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Now, Bibiana president to me.
Very good. And I'm just saying.
Bibiana president to me. Yes.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as you earlier explained,
yes,
on a champion, it is on
a
share a cocheno.
Yes.
A DNIMO. And today, President Akufo-Addo. And
the President Akufo-Addo, when he's part of it, President Akufo-Addo. And yes, because he was a vibrant president. He's a man that knows what to do to help the president, and he has helped the president in executing all of this.
So, Bawumia the champion way there. Can we say Bawumia was the leader and Akufo-Addo was his help?
No, you don't say it like that. It's the president who is the leader, and it's able vice who helps to run the government.
Very good. And the able leader, able helper, with the vice president is claiming, say,
yes.
We munina Ghana for ya, me ma dwini o, me na me di we buy no mampeni no support me ne de buy good for oil policy ne free me me na de buy agenda 111 me trim po no mampeni eta me de buy. Enti then wo free mampeni trim.
No, Tio, don't say it like that. You know, Vice President no ni role no. President and a man role say you see Ocean 1992 Constitution there's not clearly spelled out rules for the Vice President. It is under the discretion of the President to say okay, wo saying ma mani so ade no ba me pese wo boa me wa hane
and it means we mu nyina na your mampeni na na Akufo-Addo etim ono de ma ba o me asehwe no
monye very good
so it means nya ba o me na champion here
no that's what I'm saying say it's Akufo-Addo ba o me led government they work hand in hand I say when you work hand in hand when the credit come mu nyina mo ye when there are failures mu nyina mo you take it together. You understand what I mean? So what I'm trying to say, if you would permit me, I'm trying to say, Vice President Yera Mahmoud Bawumia has done a no man's job. And you see, you share and your man opposite or the bar. Or say, there's going to be a growth in the mindset of curriculum. Oshe and Krana this year one more critical thinking and there's going to be a different curriculum for that. Or say, he's going to make sure, say, we expand the infrastructure at medical schools in Ghana, law schools, you know. They do not get entrance near there. That's another thing that he wants to deal with. There's going to be a reduction in the number of ministers. And I believe that Ghanaians have profoundly expressed their dismay about this thing. Say, government, in time past, you know, the large size government, you know, idea and appointees no idea one man win den engine ho you're vice president is your bar or the 50 ministers and deputies in a bay juma. On the other hand, vice president and the flag bearer opponent as you know the 60 bear into so if you are going to vote based on policy direction and all that, you know, you should look at who is going to be able to do the job.
Head of economic management team say 121 ministers are President Akufo-Addo. 26 ministers President Akufo-Addo did my first term. So now, I didn't know about me and vice the president as a head of economic management team. See, this number of ministers wouldn't help us.
I mean, the large size of government, you know, one of you know will play.
Sure.
So clearly, at the time I buy, you know, and to get the work done, if you can
remember, place next one fast.
Yes, you can remember. Sir President can say he wanted the work in a speedy way. Yes, and so he had to appoint all these helping hands to come and help him to deliver his mandate. Look, idea na Ghana for kase omodosododo. At the end of the day, you go back to your employers who are the Ghanaian people. If they are saying say the large size is too much, of course. It only answer now the Sanadri. So they are saying
there's one thing I'm establishing. One thing I'm establishing. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the head of economic management team, told the advice president on the economy. Say BB costing a waste to advise us has said ye ni say beye a high discakwa beye high chiska free beye. So at all point for the past 7 years to 8 years, he advises the president on the economy, on the expenditure, on everything. Say running a government with a lean government or lean ministers, said Wakas obey appointed 50, no.
Yeah.
Say the best and the ideal for government to save money and to improve government performance.
Yeah.
Did Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at a point advise the president to say 126 ministers, no, and yet Tesono Mampini Amfa?
No.
Now, so one advice so Mampini, so I didn't know why advice or change the car, no,
no, if she say, I mean, I don't think it's
BBN said the same.
No, BBN say it is the Ghanaian people. And now, on more say, at the end of the day, you go back to employers.
Yes.
No more say, look, we don't think you need all these ministers. But some of the power shamans are now me so I didn't baby, I may person no more corner. Mumu feel say and conform me do a more baby jumano, money or money. Of course, I say me bamon chain be on a minimum back as I say, okay, mostly 50 yeah. And now any other, I go by it. And look, clearly, he has said he was
done
going
19
to
minutes, wrap up in 2 minutes.
He said he was going to ignore, reduce the size. Another major thing that is going to help us has to do with the flat rate. Abuso kind spare part dealers, no one more car, and this time, President and Vice President Bawumia is saying, there has been enough levies and taxes on all of these things, you know. And he's going to make sure, they're going to pay a flat rate.
Flat rate. What
is it? Is that Obia and Yoma Odi Egu container more?
It will 40 footers here and 20 footers here and but how much would they be paid?
Simple. We don't know yet. We will definitely in the coming days announced to Ghanaians. Look, in clearly, I believe, sir, the digitalization drive now, and I am Penny, sorry, Vice President, a person on your corner is going to help all of us. One, it has to do with the fact to say the system works. Abuchire, Ubia, to me find the phone, no aye near Ope, or to me find the phone, no shop it, normally a brain will fee, or to me find the phone, no filing the tax returns. And one of the major years here, the Vice President, and then they say the ghost names that have been deleted through Ghana card now, or they buy, you know. And then 10 numbers now. One of the buy.
So Baumia they Ghana card buy.
Oh yes, of course. True. It's a Baumia is Akufo-Addo Baumia-led government.
But Baumia kasa technology or kasa say Shasia and Omampeni na Akufo.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. Sir, this current one here in the database here, President Kufuor started and it was a different year to
quick one. Is it true say Baumia implement a online passport?
Well, I can clearly say buy, you know. In fact, I must give the credit to Accra Digital Passport Center, or whatever it is.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia lied.
He didn't lie. I am not saying he lied. No.
But I say
no, but you see, when you journalists cover something like that now, no. He is saying, says, you see, no passport acquisition online. First, now, Oko Passport Office. President Mahama time, no, online. No.
Really?
Yes, it wasn't online. It wasn't online, no.
Okay.
You have to go to the bank and go get the form and then you submit it.
Okay.
And you can't believe me.
Okay.
On any of these things.
We said the record.
Oh, please, I'm begging you. Please, it wasn't working.
Hold on. We said the record. Please. So don't worry. Honorable, let me give you your time.
Please.
By the time I'll be, you know, you'll get a video and then we settle the score. All right.
Sami me da say. Me de pay say this time around election year kono is about credibility of the two candidates. Ora John Dramani Mahama, any Ora Baumia from Vice President, aka Mate, Totro Mate, I also was a driver. And it's about their credibility, it's about their integrity, it's about Obia or Kanukre. That is what we are going to be faced with. And I say, and that's what we are watching now. And I think so, it's about facts and figures, need data. Sami, on say, Obisano, before I come to the main issue, Obisano about the passport, no. And I can say, it was there. Then he said, no. You can't say, what trying to do. This passport online started from 2014 on a pilot basis under NDC, under Ora Mahama, and then Minister, and it started here. It became a nationwide thing, and they commissioned it 2016. The records are all there. Which may apply your passport online. It was there before no mobile. Number two, talking about mobile money. On say they be kasati say mobile money STT Baba Omia, which is a big lie.
Or see mobile money interoperability and all can once. No, mobile money.
No, I'm coming. I'm saying that. And I think you fact.
Oh, mobile money they be kasati say Sami temi you. As if the entire mobile money STT under Baumia. It's a lie. Mobile money started 2009.
No,
starting with
what he's saying. It's not saying say mobile money started under Baumia. What he says is Baumia and a mobile money interoperability.
I'll come there. Understand what you're saying. I'll come there. Okay. I can say mobile money itself no didn't start with the MPP government. Okay. It started with the NDC 2009.
Sure.
The first company was MTN.
Sure.
I remember at that time. Before they started linking with the banks, you drew some points. Be and you say no from one sound. Shall I change the thing? Change the thing.
Many of the digitalization initiatives that I have just discussed, the no guarantor student loans with a Ghana card, one constituency, one ambulance, zip line drones, Agenda 111, the Sino-Hydro Barter Agreement, provision of hydroxyurea for sickle cell patients, Zongo Development Fund, the Bank of Ghana Gold Purchase Program, the Gold for Oil Policy, abolishing the filling of embarkation cards, Go Right Taxi Service, the system to tackle ghost names on the public payroll, and many more.
Okay, I hear from one fan chairman said, "Your sound no, ohana enya challenges kakra." One fan chair, yaban from him. Honorable na wanugu asem so.
But I see. Esami, you started Mumbo from 2009. The company, telecom company, was started a year MTN. And then who say, first no nanga, you can send money from MTN to MTN. And I would say, no, why can't you send money from MTN to Tigo, and I say from Tigo to Vodafone? That is a mobile money interoperability, sending across network. And I NDC started here. On say, see, sometimes in training, they don't take their time to even read. Price no can no same. That was the amount of money and they charge for the entire program. Not one cost. The person charge for particular project, and the person is taking money every month. Go and check. So it's too much for that.
So it's like, so the money that they pay to that company, no, to operate a mobile money interoperability, no. Every month we still pay the person.
Go and check.
How much do we pay?
Oh,
no, you tell us. You tell us.
It's not about.
This is a fact finding.
Please. Sammy,
tell us.
How many people are asking me questions now?
No,
there were a lot of
Benghazi.
Please. Time I work, please.
No,
Time I work, Kasano. Now loopholes but no. Benghazi. You can write it. Maybe I know some question.
No, but
my point. Oh, please.
Okay, I'll write it down.
I'm telling lies.
Yes, of course. No.
Look at him. Benghazi. When you were talking,
even a child. I could have say Baumia.
Benghazi.
Sammy, hold on. Benghazi, when you were talking,
no problem.
Say you didn't talk. So allow me to do my job. And I said, allow me to do my work. Honorable Ality.
It was a total cost for the project. Oh, by the say they want to lie. They came out, hey, and the cost was too much. Mumutia, the so-called small amount. Every month you are paying the company or yes, project up to date. And if you compare the two, which one are we paying more? And then change. Sammy, let's go back to near Oraba Miaka and see. Baby Okasai and I say about Ghana for him or pay Juma into about for job interview. And I was saying so a kind say not a kind or a mate. He said they will pay Juma to become the chief driver. Or person upgraded from trotro mate to driver. So I mean, let's go back to Bahomia 2013, 14, 15, and 16. Ora Kufado Ekache Ghana for Nina say on any buyer because we are seeing Nyansen in economics in Yano or no pet and a sanitary. And Wabojuma at the central bank into Madiapa and no thing on the ban because Akufado a lawyer and a politician. And he said, you want the economics and a tech class until he cannot function well in that area. But we him to the neighbor. Now, Samushamu manifesto. Every pointer in the manifesto, he championed everything. One dish, one factory, one village, one dam. One constituency, $1 million. And so, he took time, echo all tertiary institutions, echo about the economy of Ghana. It took time, and my lectures in economics. And he came out with what a slogan, a common phrase. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange will do what will expose you. Or my Ghana who say is the best brain when it comes to economics. To the extent say your friend economic wizard, and who and then change. Number two, no head of the economic management team. To the extent say or be born the so-called members of the team. I can say this is what a solid team, fantastic team. And around someone for Super can say is the chairperson for the EMT. In fact, sometimes he plays the role as a member. And he has churned out a lot of ideas. Excellent ones are able team no. If I don't think him. Number 3, Ora Open Kruma, I Benghazi boss. So can I say, time Amodi E-levy bano. Ora Baumia was instrumental in propounding and proposing the E-levy to Ghanaians. Nepana Otna, Peace FM, I can say it will be a wicked thing to tax Momono. According to Open Kruma, he was a key figure, very instrumental in bringing law. Indeed, with all this, and with all the things the president has said about him, to the extent say, on the first 100 days, Obabontin Ebema, the achievement of their government for the first 100 days. As I can say, the exchange rate, wachi dollar, or the amount IGP, the lucky or the king actually IGP incentive, the dollar will not go on. So, how can he exempt himself from the failures of this government when you have been told that it's a central figure? And then you can almost see a vice president doesn't have any major or particular role according to the constitution. But you said all these things to Ghanaians to the extent say, Onukra Eye Nyachum, actual questions 170, the then vice president, Mr. answer. If you knew that the vice president worked at the pleasure and mercy of the president, say he was assigning him job, no, why did you ask your colleague that 170 questions when you know he cannot say anything? So, Nya Oka say, Ono or your mate, until every Subobia Ewono, Yenfamo driver no. Sami Yenfani say, as a mate, I'm Afagana for Ubia, a see ye free, I'm a saman, a bakra. Now, some of the people are Mutikano, Umbesi Ewo, Metro TV, and I say original TV. Who mate no, number 1, was said they say, Weapon Crow for Metina Basin, Mibuana. Una, don't like, you know, say, Wille, Accra. You do all those things. You can't make a free mate and a driver. After so, what in a car anymore? So, no, this car, no change. After so, BBC is the work of the mate, say, driver, OBAC or original TV junction. But what to me fear when you know, or say, Okasai, no, young Fenya Jumanti, who can't say OBC or original TV, no, a little and look called Jamestown. Have you discharged your duty very well? Meaning, say, Edmano, so how can you make it the driver? When common mate, you could not even achieve anything. Now, very strange. And they think they are smart. According to Somafu, you were the head of the chairman of the EMT. Now, EMT, what at all is their job mandate? Policy, bar, or see, what is their mandate? They are looking at Ghana's economy. And there are two forces in the economy. It is revenue organization, any expenditure. Sena ye mobilize sika ebenya aban and after sika aban be yuzu nso. These are the two main things and they must bring innovation in doing that. Until you can't about your total revenue, you can't about tax, which of course the tax constitutes about 80% of our total revenue. Until who as the head of EMT who doing the various ways by which we can mobilize money to support the government. As for the grants, it's all about writing to our partners. Then we have also money from the oil field, the fees and charges, and so on and so forth. Until who are what as chairman of the EMT, say yemfa tax wembra to the extent say mobile you have bought more than 40 taxes. Well, okay, for one of the slogans say we are moving from tax to production. Now, the 40 tax buy, and then all say. Emo Kenya, as a friend said, oppose no from mate to driver now. You are going to abolish the e-levy. Meanwhile, according to Ponkruma, you were instrumental in it. Such a person, are you credible, Sammy? Such a person, are you credible? Into the water, someone say, Kenya, there's vacancy to select a president. Say now we are none no 2014, 15, 16, now try and throw across the length and breadth of the country. Officer Ghana for 7 so you can come and stand before us and lie. Because as the chairman of the EMT, you know that one of the things that we here to raise money was to bring the e-levy. And then now one can say a tax be a sebi, nyanse be anim. Otu na ho. I know Ghana for 8 year e-levy. Who can say a crowd of phone so who say maybe like whatever you have to pay for the charges for the telcos and pay again for what e-levy. Only say say Ghana for isika. I think so it will not go well for the cashless society you're building in now. What is and then say give me the mandate. Na me free. Are you not a liar? And you turn out. When the show say ma, you come back and come and lie to us again. Sami ebiom. Who say no? Only me say as the head of the EMT no. Mo dream economy no. Mo to be create ejuma o. The youth are still struggling. Ejuma ni ho. Umbe 2 unemployment around 8%. They say and I'm 40%. Bebre ne ejuma. Youth na ebre no. Ni omu ya ni say they are doing betting. We have platforms for betting, several betting. Yeah, well, football one. Yeah, well, lotto. Yeah, 12 phones and so on and so forth. No, what now EMT? Edwin say, "Yen crop for you to know more betting. No, kakra more winning so yen taxi and I did tax on betting. Buy. Oh, see, and no, yen for 2 minutes we say and celebrate him. Ni time who to say say tax way. Nyan say be no. What did you say as the chairperson of the EMT? In America said this year's election is about who is more credible. Obi or Chantro and Obi on Chantro.
Okay, just fast check
and watch that one too.
Just fast check before you continue. You said say mobile money interoperability no company demand no apart from the 4.5 million year try no we still pay them a year some charges.
Yes.
And Benghazi said no. Okay, this is the fast check.
I said no, said
what's it enyano kre?
Me say all country and say every month be ano.
What's the amount first? What's it enyano kre?
Now say
I will not say for you to lie.
What's it first? What's it enyano kre? Now say enyano kre one try every month amount yetia. We don't sit here for him to lie.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Ghana Web.
Right.
And this our publication that's Tuesday 30th March 2021. Mobile money, BOG reduces interoperability charge to 1%. Or say, the Bank of Ghana has expressed its commitment to reducing mobile money interoperability charges in the country. Addressing the gathering at the official opening of ZPay head office, Governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Enes, said the interoperability charge, which used to be 1.5%, has now been reduced to 1%. Also, this is believed will lessen the burden that the charges have on users' finances. So it means you're paying charges.
You are.
You're clearly getting it wrong.
That means you're paying charges.
Of course. What was the 1% for? Not for the charges.
Now,
we are talking about. See, President Mahama's time.
Let me
a shady guy at the Bank of Ghana was compromised.
How can you?
Listen. Hold on. Let me go on. Don't you know the story?
Benghazi, for the sake of time, we know. Say, cost to Bank of Ghana and the NDC. No more.
Almost signing was how much?
Amount of money. Almost signing Tuano. It's not the same amount.
Oh, tell Ghanaians how much?
I don't have it.
Okay, so I can tell you. Let me tell you now.
So the bottom line is that amount, the bone of contention is say, Honorable Aluti say, one way our is this a year contract in the Maomon. Apart from paying them 4.5 million,
good.
We still pay them some amount of money every year. Any person who say no credit, and I say no credit.
As a host, I'm not going to take a word from you, but listen. I think I'm telling them how much you know.
Are you the host?
Benghazi. We are dealing with time. We are dealing with time.
How he does not want me to expose him. It's funny how he doesn't want me to expose him.
20 minutes.
On top of this,
Benghazi.
$1.1 billion.
Benghazi. Oh, you see, I'm cutting Michel. You all exams. Usua book ni nyina. Near the question but no one answer question no according to how the question is asked. Who deviate amount zero.
You are telling me
what we are saying is what we are saying.
Remember the amount.
What we are saying is
you say you don't remember the amount.
I said what we are saying is
right.
You argue why fast check here no. Or say
yes.
The entire omo no under NDC, Bank of Ghana, the entire Komutia amount, operator as a company, no, they were paying once and for all. Hold on. No, Beba.
But
in any case, it's in your turn. Also, Mutian once and for all. Now, the entire Bank of Ghana charge Mutia and the MPP less than say. Omatia, but every month or every year, they still pay some charges to the operator. This is what we are trying to fast check. It's not about say amount that they were paying and the NDC Bank of Ghana was paying, was lesser or bigger. That is no bone of contention here. Honorable Bernard.
Bernard. This is what can this Benghazi, yes, I mean, my point is say, as the chairperson for the EMT, and I say we are going to charge Ghana for this amount of tax. One country, or say, be president, and I may tax no. Meaning say, you know that this one is not even a nuisance tax. It's say the tax be sending. So I've given you the betting tax. I've given you the, if anything, the other tax. Yembra, the VAT on electricity. And also, as the head of the EMT, who count and I actually the homegrown policy, every man IMF, say, IMF boy, and IMF chair will say, no, you must create other ways of generating revenue. And I will say, okay, let's put VAT on electricity. And I Ghana for say, hey, is it a crown, 200 cities, only 6 days, 5 days. And the all this VAT, and also share it took your party organizer to rant on the government for them to take it to the cabinet. Say this is for entry, no GR for entry, and also say Obansa and I'll be as the head of again. You sat down, almost a climate policy program, whatever, and you come to charge emission tax. And I got for say, hey, even in that one, the tax is not even fair because cars emission is by the size of the engine. Yeah, well, engine 1 and 1.5, 3.5, so on. But we know
new one.
Yes, but we know. I mean, in you charge the same tax. We have complained, and also see, Oba, you claim you abolish the emission. As the head, no, what at all are you doing? If your views are not being taken from what they told us, no, that means that the man lacks credibility. And America said this year election, Sammy, is going to be based on what? Who is more credible? Obi say on for podium or chantro. The man keeps on lying every time. All the things lies. So how can we believe you? But the point is they still think that the 2013, 14, 15 lies of will still sit down for them to say the same thing to go through. No. Because who can say if the exchange rate was 3.9, meaning say Nipano is incompetent, but like a bomb in the free war. Who say as the head of EMT, exchange rate end up above 12 Ghana cedis. You are super incompetent. What bon esa bon ye? So you don't deserve to continue. That same person at that time now Ora Mahama total debt was 120 billion. That is if you compare to GDP, that's 5-6%. Oh, see, was sell man, and then look at the total debt over 640 billion. It has gone beyond 100% of our GDP. And Tiwunis Haripano, who is incompetent. These are the things that Ghana is because under Mahama, now a broke bottom 90 Ghana cedis. And who, as the head of EMT, what is the price of a blue bottom and 900 Ghana cedis, rice and so on, oil? All these are the things that Ghana for air share. So don't come and tell us lies. Okay, I say, Sami, every constituency $1 million. At least for the first time, Nancy, okay, I see almost second.
Wrap up 1 minute.
Hey, Sami, me time.
Okay, two. Ben go 22.
Okay, I must see those promises, about first term. If anything, document, second term, no problem. Meaning, say the past 4 years, at least every constituency must have got $4 million. Anything you oh, so you people continue to tell lies. Then you come and stand at UPSA You throw these lies to Ghanaians because you think, say, we can't think like you. Look, let me tell you something, and I'll say it again. The way our vice president and the current leader of the MPP are original for election, he cast doubt on his PhD. Because some of the things are all cano. And see what ye. So he cast doubt on his PhD. But I don't understand why somebody has studied to acquire PhD in economics who talk this way. And the thing is clear. Look, he tried to compare exchange rate under Mahama to announce a faster deteriorating as compared to Modiano. Meanwhile, Ura Mahama, ever two, let's find from Mills to Mahama, ever two are from 1.2. Okono Oja at 4.2. And the change in the Ghana cities. Ufa for 4.2 to 12.6. How can you tell me, say, oh, dear, what kind of logic is this? But of course, it's coming from a deceptive leader. Ubia Optantros for the past 10 years, 12 years. And Yamiado Ghana for the determination in same and all the interest in our echo. Nancy Mukasa, Mosi. Apart from credibility, you have corruption about the two leaders. Now, PDS, NACA, was he not instrumental in PDS? Was he not part of your PDS by? According to the Minister of Energy, one can say the insurance guarantee was fraudulently acquired. Meaning, say, in Krofum County, a fraudsters. Omuna Ghana for every crew, ECG, asset in 90 more. Are you aware that PDS account, Omuji 1.5 billion in the account and they have not brought that money back to Ghana? Until can't be a corrupt about number one. I'm telling you.
Okay, before I wrap it up, no me pacho ye kokotie GTV news items or more December 2020 about online passport, when the whole process started and when it was launched and what it was meant for. The near say about me pacho ye ntimra ye ba ne wrap it up. Abe pacho wo visuals na. But if you are now looking for it, let's go to a graphical. Oh, graphic online is also I is here. 1, 2, 3. It's something here. Graphic online. Saka video now. Let's go. YNTG TV.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration has launched the online passport application service in line with Ghana's e-government strategy. The service is seen as a solution to the existing difficulties bedeviling passport acquisition in the country. It is also expected to ensure efficiency and reliability in passport acquisition.
The online passport application project was introduced in 2014 through the National Information Technology Agency's pilot. The introduction of the Ghana biometric passport replaces all non-biometric passports by the end of 2017. The launch is a culmination of the process adopted by the government to reform the delivery of travel documents for Ghanaians across the country. According to the technical advisor of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Ambassador Leslie Cushion, who doubles as the chairman of the Online Passport Application Project Committee, applicants can make payment for the process through EcoBank, Zenith Bank, GCB Bank, mobile money transfer via Vodafone, MTN, and Airtel, as well as their payment cards. Foreign Minister Ms. Huntor said the system will help the ministry deliver the highest levels of customer integrity and international standing of the Ghana passport while improving on the security and issuance system.
Depending on a range of factors, we are aiming for the following delivery deadline: a maximum of 15 working days for a standard application, and then a maximum of 5 working days for express applications. In due course, it is anticipated that the ministry would introduce a premium 24-hour passport delivery service to cater for the Ghanaian business community and frequent flyers.
Ms. Teta said the service will be expanded across the country by establishing passport application centers in 6 regions.
And I'm optimistic that given the amount of progress that has
Okay, so this is GTV4 a year report, and it's call a year graphiconline.com. So almost also I publish a year 20th December 2016, and so the about online passport application launch. Okay, the same article no news item. Bengazi, let's wrap up 3 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean I was saying, sir, with the mobile money interoperability, the amount of money that has been saved by the ordinary Ghanaian through the government was huge. Because under your government, it was going for $1.1 billion for the deal was pay, train, and then hand over or something like that in a 15-year.
So one-off payment.
No, but no, you see.
One-off payment.
So it was BOOT, build, own, operate, and transfer.
Exactly. And that was it. Nobody was
like a Mary.
Yes, nobody was having an argument with that. But if you look at the amount of money that another company, and this, remember, this one was through sole sourcing. There was no any tendering whatsoever. Sibiton for no money contract, outright.
So almost they need build, own, operate, transfer.
Exactly.
And I say,
but you see, when you have a competitive tendering now, you have Obia the Nedieba, and then you select which one is good.
Okay.
At affordable rates.
So next week, Honorable Alote,
so
you help us for us to know how much we are paying. If we are still paying this company, how much we are paying them.
But you know, and even most importantly, government through President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia made sure we got the same thing. For, listen to the figure, 4.5 million Ghana cedis, $4.5 million, 4.5 million, and in Ghana cedis it was 17.1 million. Look, when you have such an amount of money, we're going to pay $1.1 billion, and now we only pay, we only paid 17.1 million Ghana cedis. That should tell you, a huge difference. And that is why the World Bank president has said it in your face, under President Mohammed's time, there was so much bloated contract all over. That is why I have a personal beef with President Mahama. In any case, if you look at our next week, Huntor, I'll bring you a document. It's called the Annual Debt Management Report from 2012 to 2016. President Mahama, if you look at the value of money, you could see most of the contracts out were bloated. One other problem that we had under John Mahama was sole sourcing. But under this government, it's not like that. We are implementing value for money. We are making sure at the end of the day, Ghanaians have value for whatever they pay for. In any case, Minua Alote, vice president, and credible. I mean, who is more credible than Bawumia? President Mahama and President John Dramani Mahama. Who is more credible? Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia never took any bribe. President Mahama went on BBC. Omubisa said, President, have you taken any bribe? He couldn't say it. He couldn't answer it. And it was clear in the world, in every part of the world. Obiang will say a president was very corrupt. He took fraud. And that is something that we should all know. At the end of the day, President Yera Bawumia, there's no corruption tag beyond one mouth.
Okay.
Okay. You see, the beer man we can Benamona, I can say, the beer musi around the Mahama edgy Ford bribe. ASC. When you are going for 7 years, and still say it without fact. No document from the court.
That's not true.
Just say you done this. Meaning your government is completely useless. And I think I agree with Bradmona that MPP, your leadership, the governance is useless. Because if I think Mama is taking bribe from Ford, by now I should have established through the systems, there's no document. Same way, we will see there is contracts were bloated. So, can I say, I'm a president.
No, but this year,
Oh,
World Bank president said this.
Sami,
I have it here.
I have it here.
Any World Bank president said that.
We see British contract. What can I say? Our president, Akufo-Addo, Trump said, "Mama, I use $10 million to go and print diaries." Up to now, nothing. Why do you keep on lying? What Trump say or Mona say? Ghana for a cat, and you lie. Same way, almost say, Rich Hospital, bloated, more than 7 years, no document. What can I say? Even under Mahama, you're the crown agent. A value for money audit. I can say it is not true. Settled interchange. Muka the same thing. Kaswa, up to now, no document through the systems. IHS the contract was bloated. Meaning your government is useless. What if it's me? By now, may you see the right channels. Only say COVID-19 by I can say, oh my God, we ask for special audit. Oh my God, we will say, ampa. Because there were insurance documents. Insurance are yet oh, Charlie.
Benghazi.
Look, you know me, I can do this in better. There were insurance yet 10 million Ghana series. No paper. There were over invoicing. I think so. Amuto Grania, no document. Amuto watch anyway. Anyhow. Oh, this is came out. Oh, in Parliament, we call for special audit.
And a fact. We don't need to argue. Audit reported by say we paid over 600,000 for ambulance. I know see delivered somewhere 2021 as you speak ambulance.
And buy it.
Audit report is demanding say advance with your insurance cover at the health.
No document.
They don't know
paper.
They should produce.
So this
so,
is
a fact. We don't need to argue about this.
Things were bloated. You have the chance now 7 years. Use the system to establish 7 years. Meaning you are useless. That's the point. My last point. You see, they tout Bawumia as digital man. Meanwhile, what he's doing is software applications. Ora mama the hardware. Building the infrastructure. Look, 1,000 kilometers about it from Accra to Gavaga. That is how come today you are able to build on it. see Accra Digital Center, a lot of things. So yeah, Obia, what is that? Ghana's IT system power. Bawumia is far below Mahama. Far below him.
I was here for Yapon, yes, Christa Ma, you better say the show China. Name Nyame Aduma next week, yes, Christa by the team come. Honorable, I saw a contract. Yeah, Bomoding, Fabra. Because government agreement will be one more OPA contract. They don't publish it, so it's hardly to get. But through Parliament, you can have them. So you take it from there. Honorable Benghazi, that's honorable Lutia, that's a chief for never for the most. Good night, which never share. Original TV, Ghana ye DNA.
Say the Equiafo TV any hobium abedane I original TV. Nenso udaswa ewuno eye Equiafo TV ne so a mama chiro kwan abefa so a ubenya no original. Die de kan menu remote control no so. Die tosu mienu ko settings ofi ha neko eye auto tuning remote control na aso. Se ebe wi a mia exit Ufi editor na ubehu eye original TV ewo ehonum ponso na bomodia emia okay afei original TV na abeka ewo screen so bomodia tena se na enjoy niema bebra yewo edema